Hey team, welcome to 2021. How are you? First thing I'm going to do is say hello. Second thing is just apologize for any background noise. The family's at home. My middle daughter has friends arriving as we speak. You know what this time of the year is like. Things are going on, and they're not always about my stuff. All right, so apologize for that. But what I want to talk about today is a particular problem that I know a whole bunch of people have got as they return to work in 2021. And where this came from was I was having a conversation with a neighbour of mine. He runs a big team, and he was saying that his company in 2021, the reality is they're only going to be working 1 to 2 days a week in the office. Permanently changed, done, deal, no going back. And so I wonder if that's like a reality for you. And if it is a reality, whether you've processed how you're going to use that time. So what I've been doing is working on 5 principles or ways of thinking around how you can use that time. And I'm going to share those with you today and then talk about one in particular in detail. All right, the 5 ideas are this, which is that the first one is obviously on the face of things. If you think about the idea of working on tasks or working on relationships, you want to prioritize collaboration and connection because it's something you can't do at home. All right, obvious, but I'll talk more about that later. Second is if you haven't done this before, make time for water cooler hallway conversations because that is the juice, right? That's the stuff that makes work sing. It helps productivity happen. It creates connection. It creates purpose, all those kind of stuff. It matters. Third is don't be a desk monkey. So the story here is that I have a particular client who used to, they had all these great, really smart engineers who would commute to their office and sit there and do their own work. That's been all blown up, right, in the last year. And they realize how silly that is. Why not have them collaborate? Okay, so don't be a desk monkey. The fourth is reset your availability. Most of my clients have a challenge with getting their own work done. Now is the time to reset that and get your own work done. All right, fifth one is crowdsource your vision and direction. So what I mean by that is most leaders have a problem with doing too much telling rather than involving people in creating vision direction. If you're in the office, that's what you should be doing. All right, involving people in that, talking them through what you're thinking. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is what I want to do is to talk through the 5 principles, but then go into one in detail. The one I want to go into detail is this prioritize collaboration and connection. So the way I was thinking about this was that if you think about the fact that there's 2 main focus areas for someone in their role is establishing and managing and developing and maintaining relationships internally, so with their team, but also externally with customers, clients, partners, suppliers. And that they're responsible for a set of outcomes. And then they're responsible for the inputs that kind of get those outcomes. Traditionally, when we've just been in the office, work has been a blend, if you think about it, of those 2 things. But as we move to a situation where you've kind of, you're going to have Monday, Friday, you'll have kind of 1 or 2 of those days, and I would kind of recommend that you choose probably 2 together so that you can get some momentum, where you're going to be in the office and those that you're going to be at home. All right. So the first thing is that choice. Obviously, in that choice too, you want to make sure that you maximize the 2 days. If you think about if it's 1 or 2 days when you're, most people are in the office that you need to connect with. Okay, so make it those 2 days, but obviously it's got to work for you and your schedule as well. So here's what I would recommend is obviously you want to prioritize relationship, which is why I've got that shaded. But it's not as simple as that because there's some tasks that we need to get done through working with other people. So first thing is definitely if there is tasks that you need to get alone, that you need to do alone, so this box here, they definitely work from home. All right, so tasks that are your own, definitely work from home. Now, you can also get tasks done as well through others. So if you think about the office and prioritizing and getting stuff done in the office through others, you want to leave for face-to-face meetings. The most important meetings where you need to collaborate and you need to get input from others. Apologise for the background noise. There's about 7 13-year-old girls who have just seen a new cat. All right, that's in the household. I'll tell you about that later. And again, so just prioritize that. So the task stuff that you can obviously do alone, leave it for the work from home, and the work that you need to get done through others. Okay, some of that you can do virtually. So I would prioritize the one-on-one virtual meetings. I would make those work from home because you can do those at home easily. But the ones where you've got to get a bunch of people together and they're tricky conversations, save those for the office. All right. Tasks where you need to collaborate, right, over here, I would make those virtual. Tasks where you need relationship, I think you can do those virtual, but I would really prioritize those face-to-face meetings where you really need to understand and connect people when you're in the office, if that makes sense. So let me review this. I'm going to be talking about 5 principles over the next sort of 2 or 3 weeks. The first principle is prioritize communication and collaboration. I want you to really think about the fact that you can get work done when you're alone, and what you get done alone and what you do if you're in that office for 1 or 2 days. I would really recommend prioritizing connection, collaboration during that time, and then putting all your task stuff in that work from home time. What I would recommend you do is create yourself a little framework. Right, that gives you a sense of what you're going to do when you're at home and what are going to be your priorities in the office, and use that then to choose the days that it most makes sense that you're in there. Okay, I hope that's been useful. If you've got any questions, comments, just leave them down below. Happy to address any of those, or drop me a line, send me an email if you want me to answer anything specific. I love your work. Talk soon.